What up, good people? Welcome back to He Said, She Said, episode 3. I go by the name of comedian Bobby Smith, also starring my wife.
I am Jessica Meshaun, and we have guests today. Yay!
We got special guest, comedian Blair Thompson.
Yeah.
And also his lovely wife. You want to introduce her?
This is my wife, Misty. And,
Hey.
yeah. Simple.
Mm-hmm.
Man, y'all doing all right?
Good, man. Same old.
Yeah. Man, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. We're going to talk about some topics. I guess the main news of the day is Bill Cosby was sentenced to prison, 3 to 10 years. How y'all feeling about that?
I mean, it is what it is. Only thing I feel bad about is his age.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like he should have stayed on house arrest?
Nah, you got to go to prison, you know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, anybody else would have went, you know what I mean?
That's true.
But still.
He's a celebrity, though. It might be hard for him.
I think it's going to be easier for him.
You think so?
I think typical, if he would have been anybody else with that charge going to prison, he'd be in trouble. Not with jail, I'm talking about with inmates.
Yeah.
But because he's Bill Cosby,
Mm-hmm.
They
I
said
think he might get past, you know what I'm saying?
he's already, on day one, he fell down the stairs, and then somebody hit him in the head with a hot dog bun. I've been keeping up with that.
Like true?
I mean, I don't know.
That nigga trying to go home, he fell and shit on purpose. Oh my God, look, I'm old,
I don't know. I see your point, and wrong is wrong and right is right. I just feel like if you're gonna send this 80-year-old man to jail, find Emmett Till's accuser who admittedly said that she lied. You know what I'm saying? Because she's in her 80s too. If you know what I'm saying, if we're gonna punish somebody, what is more severe?
I'm just saying,
it's not about that.
It's a lot of women.
It's a lot, yes.
And they only got him for the one that was the most
right,
recent.
for the one that was the most recent. But if you're going to punish somebody and make somebody an example, you kind of have to be consistent in that. You can't have a president that says, I'm just going to grab him by the hoo-ha, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you're going to send somebody to jail to make an example out of that person. I think they're once they started we're going to make a punishment out of you, they have to finish that now. So I think that's what this was. Going through all the process was punishment enough for him.
So Bill was an example.
I think so.
But I kind of think that why now?
Right.
You had all this time, all these women, but why now?
Right.
Because if he's taking you out, he slipped you something. At some point you followed him to his house, or you went up to his room. They were gonna make pudding pops. You know what I'm saying? So I just think why now? And that's my biggest thing with this whole Me Too movement is that these women came up and talked about it, but now you're millionaires.
Yeah.
So the women your everyday women, like your maids, your waitresses, they put up with that stuff on a daily basis. But they can't speak up because guess what? They don't got money in the bank.
Exactly.
So would y'all never watch anything Bill Cosby ever again? Are y'all so disgusted by it? Or?
No, you can't take away his legacy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not like that artist. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was a fan of Dr. Huxtable. I didn't know anything about Bill Cosby.
Right.
Yeah, true that. I wasn't a big fan of Cosby's stand-up, or I was a fan of the Cosby Show. You know what I'm saying?
You said you wasn't a fan of the Cosby Show?
I was a fan.
Okay.
Yeah, I love the Cosby Show, but I wasn't big on Bill Cosby's movies or Bill Cosby's stand-up.
Yeah.
It was really just the Cosby Show.
The show.
You know what I'm saying?
I think a lot of it now is, well, we want a platform, we want to do this, we want to do that. Kevin Hart said it best about Cat Williams, where not using his platform to create platforms for other people.
That's true.
Bill Cosby did that. You have the Huxtables, you have A Different World, you have the spin-off shows from that. So he created jobs and created careers for people who probably necessarily wouldn't have had that opportunity.
But at the same time, he talked down about black people too.
That is true.
And that's why we didn't come to support right away.
He talked about a specific segment or a piece of the culture, which would be the rap, hip hop / community.
Niggas?
I don't agree with
Basically, I was
that.
going to say it, but I'm glad you said it. I didn't know if I could say it, but yeah, that's what he did, though.
And I don't agree with that.
You know
like,
what I mean?
You know, rape is rape, and I don't agree with that at all. Whether you wait 5 years or 5 seconds after it happened to tell somebody, it's wrong. However, do you discredit that person for what they've done?
Right.
Slap him on the hand. He's 80 years old. Make sure you make that example out of him if that's what you're gonna do. But
real talk, he's only gonna do like
cancel
He's
everything.
only gonna do like a year.
A year and a half.
He's not gonna.
If he
last.
makes it,
Yeah,
He's not gonna last.
He gonna do a year, and then he gonna be out on parole for whatever till he die. You know?
Do you think that they're gonna put him like in a regular?
Nah.
Or they're gonna put him in a nice.
He's gonna be in plush.
There you
Exactly.
go.
You know what I'm saying?
At least I hope not, because that would just be like pouring salt in the wound.
Yeah, he ain't going. And also, they
so.
wouldn't, because of the crime, they wouldn't put him in gen pop. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you put him in general population with the real criminals,
they gonna get him?
they gonna eat him up. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Well, I'm feeling a little woozy. We should maybe switch topics.
So we're gonna go into Insecure. The
Yes,
TV
my
show Insecure on HBO.
It's a great show for couples to watch.
Spoiler alert! If you ain't seen it, don't skip this part.
Y'all never seen it?
Let me tell you why I'm mad, because I was listening to the Breakfast Club,
Okay.
and we just watched the episode last night, the new episode, and they were about to talk about it yesterday in the morning, and I I turned my thing down real quick because I didn't want to hear it.
Oh, okay.
My bad, I'm customers.
I know you good. You
No.
You good. So we've been catching up on it, and I'm in my feelings about this season. I don't like it as much as I did the first two, and I need Issa to get out of her feelings. Like everything that she's feeling, every woman or man has felt getting out of her relationship and trying to find her way and all that. But I feel like she's too clingy or
needy.
Attached,
stigmatized.
That's
Or
real
like
nice.
she can't function without either Lawrence or Nathan or Danielle or somebody it's. I'm mad at Molly this season too, because I'm gonna need you. Her whole thing last season was, I'm not happy in the white firm, but I'm gonna get to a black firm, and then everything is, we don't color people fine, we don't this and that, and then you're feeding to the. What if they don't want to be? What if they're not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she's stereotyping herself.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Molly's storyline this season.
Yeah,
either.
I don't.
But I like Issa's storyline. I mean, that's real stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it is real shit. It is a little sad to see, because I'm a big fan of Issa, and I want her to you don't need nobody.
But you're also, we talked about this, you're also a bigger fan of
I'm a big fan of Lawrence, man. Lawrence is my dude. I'm team Lawrence.
Team Lawrence.
And I'm not team Lawrence nor Daniel nor this new guy. This new guy just looks really creepy.
He does seem a little creepy, though.
He seemed like he just ghosted. He got what he wanted and just ghosted.
Yeah.
Don't he look like the jail dude that everybody, the German makes the jail dude or whatever, that everybody was Googling?
He does look
Yes. He looks creepy.
I like the fact that his character's from Houston.
That was cool. They was from Texas.
I like that they put that in there. Being a Texas girl, I was like, yes. I don't know. I need Issa to snap back, to wake up. How old you gonna be talking to yourself in the mirror? Come on.
He's one of them dudes, though. He's he looks creepy because he's almost too good looking. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust you. I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Talk that about Joe.
Joe too. He's weird too.
Because he's tall and then light skinned.
And he's almost too good looking. He looks
Yeah,
sneaky. You know what I'm saying?
You got a thing for Joe?
He look like a bitch ass. You know what I'm saying?
And then you felt this way about Joe.
He just looks. He's
about to get on top of it. Fun fact, you know that nigga's 6'8".
yeah.
Oh yeah,
He did
I
the
found
face
out,
draw, yeah. And they had to put Molly on steel on steps
Oh, I didn't know
to
that.
make him look shorter. You know what I'm saying?
I know he's tall.
Yeah, he's 6'8".
You know, he has a baby with that one girl from the first season. What was her name?
The bank teller.
The bank teller that Lawrence.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
They have a baby
that's
in real life.
woman in real life. Oh, wow.
That's his woman or just a baby mama?
Just a baby mama.
Okay.
They together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was
It's a small world on that cast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I'm ready for the next season. I'm mad that the season finale is already going to come up on Sunday.
Yeah.
It was.
Already?
Yeah, already.
Oh.
And I'm mad about that, but I'm ready for the next season because I just don't understand how you can blow through what Lawrence has been doing since we last seen him.
Well, we saw what he's been doing.
Well,
yeah, they kind of kept you up real quick. Like,
Yeah.
this is what's been going on with her.
Well, I think that she should have been doing the same thing. I think they kind of played her character a little weak and kind of needy in this season when she came out really strong out the gate and thinking that, okay, this man's on my couch, he's not doing anything, and then now she's really needy. And then Lawrence just went in with everybody he
And
saw.
now he's very
But isn't it
successful.
weird?
And,
how she, not to cut you off, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but isn't it weird how she was mad at Lawrence for being on the couch, but she was ended up
Yeah.
On exactly,
Yeah, stuff is flipped,
exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
I
It's
like
flipped.
how they flipped that, but that's crazy.
Well, hopefully the season finale is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That Beyonce or Bus episode was
Yeah, that was
hilarious.
They didn't have to tase Kelly.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't have to tase Kelly.
That was a good
Y'all
step.
could have
Yeah, that was
deleted
funny.
that. Y'all could have wrote that out and then having her pee on herself. Like, come on.
That was good. And then when Lawrence came back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What I did like is the girl who's pregnant, their bestie,
Tiffany.
and how she's having that epiphany, like, listen, I'm moving on.
Yeah.
I'm becoming a mother, and we just don't
Yeah.
click anymore like we
Yeah.
used
We're not in
to.
the
Is
same
that real
page.
life stuff? Does that happen in real life?
Yes, all the time.
Yeah, all the
Okay.
time.
You go separate ways. You have different things. Different things are important to you.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to separate. And,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's how you know who your, I guess, true friends or real friends are
Yeah.
because they stick with you through all that and then they understand. And then it's a conversation of, girl, I was tripping or girl, I was
Yeah.
tripping,"
Yeah, exactly.
And then y'all click like nothing ever happened, you
Yeah.
know?
yeah.
So,
All right, well, we're going to go into like the next topic. Before we get to the main topic, I was going to kind of bring up last episode, we talked about step parenting.
Nice.
And, you know, how you deal with disciplining step kids. And I kind of want to go back to it. I kind of want to go back to it just because, you know, he's a comedian. If y'all ain't seen Blair Thompson,
That's my whole set is about being a stepdad. You know what I'm saying?
he's one of the best comedians, and he calls himself the stepdaddy of the year, or the LeBron James of
Love Bon James'
stepdaddy.
stepdads. You know what I'm saying?
wow.
And why do you say these things?
Because I went straight to the pros because I have 0 biological children,
Okay.
but I have 4 stepchildren. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, hey, that's a lot to jump into. That's-
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you fall in love, it happens. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
I like how you made eye contact.
But you know, it's a challenge. Don't get it twisted. It's been a challenge, I think. But I look back from where I started with my kids. Even my kids said the shit the other day. They were like, "But you don't bribe us like you used to." It's like I wasn't bribing you. I was getting to know you. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you mean when you say that. That's
And
funny.
now it's like, you know, now I said, you want a bride? Go turn the lights on. That's my bride. Go turn the water on. That's my bride. You know what I mean? Because now I'm in it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But
Yeah.
before it was like, you
You have to
know,
warm up.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have so many responsibilities at the beginning of this is my family and I gotta, you know, I wanted that and that was the plan, but I was able to take some of my changes, like, all right, let me go buy you something special or do whatever. Now it's like, yo, you get the shit when you're supposed to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Christmas, birthdays, might get something out the blue. You know what I'm saying? Back to school.
I have a
You
question
said-
for you.
I do.
You said my kids now say this or my kids now say that. Have you always felt that they were yours,
Always.
or have you always? Was it like my stepkids or her kids? Or,
Yeah.
I've never said only time I've ever said my stepson is talking about the oldest one because people look at me funny when I say how old he is because he's 24 and I'm 36. So people go, and I go, he's my stepson. You know what I'm saying? Because to make them be like, because they start doing the math.
Right.
And if I don't
Like
do it,
you
they're going to be
still
like,
carry the one
yeah,
thing,
they're
yeah.
like, if not, this motherfucker been having babies since she was 12 years old. Popping out babies at 12.
Wow.
Yeah, and I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? But I always refer to my kids as my kids, always, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I had a big part in their life and who they are, you know what I'm saying? You know, my oldest son, he got 2 grandbabies, and his grandbabies I mean, he got 2 kids, and those are my grandbabies, but they all call me Papa. You know what I'm saying? So I'm their granddaddy to them, and that's who I am.
That's
you know what I mean?
Know, yeah.
That's what they know. You know what I mean? So,
and I can say I learned a lot by watching him and how he handled his, being a stepdad, and even him saying these are my kids. I was like, man, like, I always wondered about that. Like, man, that's real. Like him, he really like took them in.
Yeah. So like my grandfather and my grandmother married when my mom was like 8 or 9 years old. Mm-hmm. So that's always been my honey baby, my grandfather. You know, we have pet names for him. Mm-hmm. And it's never been about blood or whatever, because when we all came around, because he raised my mom and my aunties, we were all, grew up together. We were all cousins and slept in the same bed. We went to granny house and grandparents' house and whatever. So I think that's real stand up for men like yourself and like my grandfather to come into a situation that's already established and say, this is my family. These are my kids. I'm going to take y'all in and protect everybody. That's real stand up.
And you wasn't real forceful about it either. You wasn't like, y'all got to do this.
But we still boogied our relationship because I wanted for him to make sure. Yeah. Because it's 4 kids and he had none. Yeah. And, we were engaged for the longest time.
Like 2 years, yeah.
And I wanted him to know, I said, this is a end all and be all. This is a all together package. Yeah. And I need you to be sure. Yeah. And because we dated 2 years before he met the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I never knew that.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't. And then when I introduced him, it was like, oh, this is my friend.
This is my friend.
This is my friend. Yeah. And we still boogied it like that.
Yeah.
I understand that completely. Our situation was different in that we were working together. He was opening up for a play that I was in. And I always had my kids with me. I still do. So he knew what it was from jump, because this is everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you either, and I remember having the conversation.
Oh boy.
I remember having the conversation with him, like, are you sure this is what you want? Because you're coming into something that's already established, and then me kind of being hesitant and feeling like you, where I see he doesn't have kids, and he can come off like a bachelor. And is he really ready to go from one end of the spectrum to the other?
I think my situation was easier because it was 2 boys and they were already like teenagers, so we already kind of related to each other.
Yeah, you can find stuff to relate to. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we could watch wrestling, we could play video games, we could smoke. I'm joking.
How old were your boys?
They were. I want to say they were like 9 and 10. They were just ready to be on the preteen precipice or whatever. So it was easy in that sense because they already kind of had their own personality. I think it would have been easier had they been younger. But then again, it may have been more.
I don't know. Was it easier when they were younger?
Yeah. Well, because the only one really was my youngest one. She was like little. She was like what, 5?
5.
Yeah, she was like 5. So. With her, like I see her now, and she's the one that works my nerves the most because she's just like me. She's got a smart ass mouth, and everything's a discussion. And so I think with that one, I rubbed off on the most probably, and I rubbed on all of them a little bit, but that one probably the most. But with them being, I think it was about the same. You know what I mean? Because I think
it's hard either way because I think what also helped is that Blair comes from a divorced household, and I didn't. So my parents were married their whole lives, and then I thought my first marriage was going to last forever, and that lasted for like 20-something years. So it was hard for me to I didn't know what to expect. Yeah. And then Blair helped me with actually that adjustment.
Yeah. Because I had stepmoms that would, come in and get too familiar too quick, and I'd be like, yo, you ain't my mama. You know what I'm saying? I got a mama. You know what I mean? And so it took me a second to warm up. And I think my dad's been married a bunch of times. So my third stepmom, she did it the best. You know what I mean? She just kind of eased her way in, and that's kind of the same approach I had. You know what I mean?
Okay. So I guess your situation would have been different with your mom and having her be there
since I was born. Yeah. So I mean, I pretty much knew her as my mother. Yeah. So it was, I don't know, it was different. I mean, I respected her, and I told you, I got beat.
Yeah. I feel you. But she had been around you since she was little, so to her, you was her kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we can get to other stuff. I mean, when my real mom tried to come into the picture, then she tried to maybe turn me against her. And, you know, that's probably where the problem started happening. And then, you know, I started rebelling against her because of that. I look at her as my mom.
Yeah. But that's natural, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, tissue.
That's natural, because like with my grandbabies, you know, they're my grandbabies, so I treat them like my grandbabies. You know what I'm saying? I'll spank them if I got to. I mean, I scare them. You know what I'm saying?
You don't spank them.
I don't spank them because you know.
I don't think you would beat your kids.
I wouldn't. I don't think I got that same appeal my mama had. I'm just, you know, I can talk to you a certain way, and you know, and they come, and they're like, all right, this nigga.
I think at some point they pull black girls aside, or just strong women in general aside, and be like, this is how you talk to your kids. This is, you know, and teach them how to. I think women in general who are strong just have that innate, whatever it is in them to just, you're going to listen to me, and I'm going to demand. You're going to respect me. And it's not a fear, it's a respect. And I think
it's a little bit of fear, though.
Yeah, gotta be
a little bit of fear.
Because I was
fear to disappoint.
Yeah, it's fear to disappoint. Yeah, I was scared of my mom. I didn't want to.
Yeah, fear to disappoint.
The fear to disappoint.
Yeah, because all my mama had to do was look at me a certain way, and I'm.
Exactly.
You know, like it hurt my heart, and then it wasn't the actual whooping that hurt. It was her telling me, I'm disappointed in you. Like you let me down, and it was like, you know, like it killed me. One thing that I wanted to ask you was, as far as the biological parent coming in, how does that, like, do you get upset? Do you, because I kind of, I don't want.
How long is this show for?
I don't want Bobby to feel a certain way when my sons, you know, fathers come into play, and the boys are, oh, my dad did this, my dad did that, blah, blah, blah. And
I wish the kids would come home and talk like that.
You know, and that's always a little bothersome, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, at the end of the day, you got to, you know, that's a hard pill to swallow, because you're like, I'm here every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm here every day. I get up, I take you to school, I feed you, I'm doing what I got to do.
You're in it.
I'm in it, you know what I'm saying? And then this person gets to just show up, do one couple things, and then he looks like the superstar. You know what I mean? And so that's always going to be a hard pill to swallow. But at the end of the day, I have to like really sit back and think, you know what I'm saying? Because when it's out of sight, out of mind, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Right.
The thing is that with the kid's dad, since he's Hispanic, and then Blair being black, there's that other dynamic in there that plays in that.
That's a good segue right here.
that plays a really big role, because he'll talk about, their kid's father will talk about Blair a certain way. And the kids are old enough to be like, okay, whatever, dad. And they won't tell me all the time, but then sometimes they'll tell me. And, or like, you know, the kids like to listen to Drake, and he'll say something, oh, I don't listen to that kind of music, da-da-da-da.
Wow.
And so it plays a really big role.
So he gets mad when he sees Blair's culture kind of rubbing because they're hardcore. It's like they're first generation, his parents are first generation from Mexico. So, and those are the ones that are with the most racism. That generation. It wasn't my parents are racist, but so much more that my grandparents were very racist. And so it's very hard for them to swallow. Wow, okay.
So even with different, like I work with a lot of cultures, and you know, it's a call center, so everybody works there. But it's more Hispanics and, you know, Caucasians that are bumping up to Drake and J. Cole. You know, I'm listening to my Christian pop on the way to work, and it's like the dynamic, the shift is like really like changed.
Yes, and it has. Just because hip hop, I think, is one. It's kind of off subject, but hip hop has become more of a culture than it is.
Hip hop is pop now.
Yeah, I mean, it technically is, but
I always told you, I said, you know, Kim Kardashian brought y'all back in style.
Stupid.
I'm serious. It's a big because that made it so much more. Females my age are more willing to go outside the box, because when you live on 35 South, Southwest Military, Roosevelt, you didn't think about dating a black guy. You didn't think about that, because there'd be hell to play when you get home.
Oh, wow.
So
I thought that was the reason most black men moved to San Antonio, was to find an Latin woman.
I feel you know.
I mean, I've heard that before. Like, I came to get me a Latin.
I think it just kind of happens. You know, like, I grew up here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
You know, the military brings brings a lot of, Black people to San Antonio because it's a lot of Black people outside of Texas. When they get to San Antonio, it's like, I didn't know there's that many Black people here. Because they hear San Antonio and they think it's all Hispanic or white people, and they see the Spurs, and then they see what the media shows them, and then they get here and they drive by, Martin Luther King and 10, and it's like, oh wow, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'll be surprised too sometimes when I go to certain events. Like, I'll be forgetting, like, oh man, I forgot we have this many Black people.
Texas, New Orleans after 7 o'clock at night.
So, question we have is like, what do you think like the biggest challenges that y'all faced being, interracial?
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of things. Like first when we got together, just going out. Like for instance, I took him to a spot that I would go eat at, and it was on the south side of town, which is predominantly Hispanic. The looks we got
from older Hispanic people, older Hispanic people, and more so sometimes the men, like even that are in like my age, but if they have that like. I don't know how to say it, but machismo.
The machismo, like why, and there's, can I cuss on here? Because they'd be like, "Why are you with the mayate?" And it's true. That's what they're thinking. Yes,
I don't know what mayate means. It means the N word
in Spanish.
And we go to like the flea market. Oh, I'm like, let's go here, and I'm not thinking about it, and we're getting all these looks, and he's looking at me, and I'm just like, well, we're just gonna ignore it and just keep on going. Or vice versa. When we're at the club and there's a group of Black women. And they start showing out because they see that I'm with him, and they start acting extra.
I don't know if she remembers this, but I don't know if you remember. We started dating. She was getting her master's.
Oh, at the lake.
And she had this Black friend, Black lady.
Colleague.
Yeah,
she was my friend.
That was one in her class. Lady that was in her class.
The mama of one of the brothers. She was
my friend.
So. And she peeped it. I didn't peep it because I wasn't paying attention. I went up there and they were studying. And I went up there just to hang out with us. It was because we didn't hang out a lot because she got kids and everything, and the kids hadn't met me yet, so I couldn't just be at her house chilling. Right. So we had to take the time we could. So she had to study. So I'm there and I'm at the library and I'm on my phone doing my own thing, and she peeped it that that the girl her shirt would drop, and normally she would pick it up. But I was there. She just kind of let it stay there. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And I didn't peep none of that, but she peeped it afterwards.
Peeped it real quick.
Women always peep. Exactly. You have to be observing, especially when you're used to feeling eyes on you anyway. So you're watching to be careful. And I hate to use the biblical reference, but I mean, it was in the Bible where Adam didn't see the snake or talk to the snake, Eve did. So it's in a woman's intuition to just know what's going on around them and to see things that a man doesn't see. But there have been plenty of times I've been out or somebody has said something even when we started dating, and there have been Hispanics who will mistake me as Hispanic and like give us strange looks.
You're not Hispanic? Oh man. I was an interracial. We do got something in you, I'm sure.
Yes, somewhere down the line.
Like one ninth,
something like that. Okay. But it's crazy because even in the neighborhood we live now, it's weird looks and strange looks. And you would think with San Antonio being a mixed culture city, or what we're supposed to be known for, that things like that wouldn't happen. But again, it goes back to that generation and the lack of knowledge, But a lot of those people will be surprised to know that their grandkids or great grandkids are, pulling up to their house instead of, mariachi. They're listening to J. Cole and Tupac. It's all on the radio stations now.
Well, you think it's worse with Black and white couples compared to Black and Hispanic? Like I
think Black and white couples probably get it worse.
Probably so, right?
You know what I'm saying? I think Black and white couples probably get it worse from Black people.
Black people, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think with
why are you making that face? Like
I think with us, it's certain Black women. You know what I'm saying? Feel a way about it regardless. You know what I'm saying? Black men 9 times out of 10 can give a shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I hear a lot? I hear like a lot of Hispanic women, like they want to date a Black man, but they won't date a dark black man. Like, no, you got to be light skinned. Like,
well, because we have even in our own
entry level niggas.
Even in our own culture, like if you're dark Hispanic compared to your light sibling is gonna have a better life than your dark sibling because of your skin color.
See, that happens in black culture too.
Yeah.
Growing up, I felt that. Me and my sisters and my mom being the light-skinned ones out of 7 grandkids, and 3 women who grew up together, and my mom being the lightest, you always gotta have your girl's hair twisted up, and why can't you just braid their hair regular? Why your girl's hair long and my girl's hair don't grow? So it's always been that light versus dark culture, but it's more of a disrespect kind of, or it's taken up a notch in the Hispanic culture. Like even mistaking somebody from Spain or España from Mexico or Puerto Rican and calling them Hispanic, and they really don't like that because I'm Puerto Rican. And
exactly, Dominicans don't like the Puerto Ricans, don't like the Mexicans.
Right. It's crazy.
Okay, I'm not sure how much more time we got. Did you have any other questions you want to ask? So,
other than challenges, what are the advantages of being together in an interracial relationship?
Well, I think for the kids, it gives them a better, wider view and more culture. They're able to be in a big school and gravitate to black, white, Mexican, and be okay no matter where they're at. I remember growing up, and there was like one black girl there, and you didn't want to get into a fight with her because she was so loud. That's true. She should go start talking a whole lot of mess, and then people get scared. And that wasn't the case. And my kids are, they go to a big school that's very diverse, and they hang with any group.
You know what I'm saying?
Any
my son, his best friend is black. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? My daughter, she's got a lot of little black friends. You know what I'm saying? Her best friend is a Hispanic girl, but she still hangs with a bunch of little black girls. And same thing with my little one. She's got a bunch of little black friends, and they're comfortable. You know what I mean?
They can relate.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I love the fact that you're just able to relate and to integrate with any culture.
Yeah. So one more question. Do y'all think black women, why is it that black women feel so strongly about interracial relationships? Do you think most black women are really, really bothered? Or do you think they're bitter, or do you?
I think it's to me it's a few things. It's one that most black women don't date out of their race. That's just a lot of them. My mom and my aunt are the same way. They've been in San Antonio their whole life, still trying to find a black man when they've probably had plenty of opportunities, and they could have got them a Mexican man. You know what I'm saying? That probably would have worked hard and took care of them. And, you know what I mean? But they want a black man. I think that's number one. Is that then that goes into the next one because they like only black men. They feel like there's not that many. So if you're with somebody else, they mad at her. She took one. You know what I'm saying? She got one that could have been for one of us. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
When I talk to some of my friends and stuff, and we talk about our different cultures, like how our role, our Mexican women role versus a black woman's role. For instance, I was raised to say, okay, you're going to cook, you're going to clean. You sit down last. You feed all the children, you feed your husband. You sit down last. You wake up early, you serve. And that's kind of like how I was raised. And I remember that when I got with Blair, it was like, okay, you're not my slave. And when I talk to the women, they're like, oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get up in the morning and make him fresh tortillas. I ain't going to do that. He can do that. He got a job. I got a job. And I think sometimes that cultural difference kind of puts a bind, saying, okay, well, just because you're going to care to him, that's why you got him, kind of idea there.
I see that. Like, even with my grandparents, they were married for over 40 years. They got married to each other. You know what I'm saying? So my grandmother, my grandfather had a 3rd grade education because he was the oldest of, 11 other siblings. So in 3rd grade, he had to go work and help bring money into the household because that's what it was. But he, my grandmother helped him with the books. He ran his own business. They had, nice cars. And even though she was the type of woman, it was always something that was she just put on the stove, just getting up the stove, or I'm gonna go in there and warm it up. So she was always there for my grandfather. However, she didn't lose who she was, and I think that's what scares most Black women. And the only reason why I bring that up is because that's the example I saw. So that's what I know how to do. But I think Black women are scared of losing themselves in serving the man. But then that goes back to being comfortable with who you are, and it's not necessarily a cultural difference, but I can see your point within that.
I think that should probably be a future topic.
Yeah.
As far as
Yeah, I think it is because my grandma is like that. My grandparents have been married 60-something years, and even though my grandma probably can't stand my grandpa, she cooks, she makes his plate, she puts his plate down. But my mom and my aunt are, you know.
And you're right about losing yourself, because when I did it all that time, I did lose myself, and I had to remember who I was.
And my son, my youngest son, is mixed. His dad is Hispanic and white. So I've had to go through just different stuff in my family with having an interracial son, as far as you favor him more because he's light skinned or his hair is different or whatever. And that's not the case. I just know my kids' different personalities, and that's how I raise my kids. But a lot of Black women get looked down on too for dating outside of their race, and I think because they don't want that target on them, as far as not loving the Black man and the Black king.
And that's what I was going to say is that they get that targeted from Black women, not from Black men. Because as a Black man, I got a buddy. The boy's white, and he dating them Black girls, and I ain't never once been like, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Mad at him about it or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I don't like? Gary Owens, the comedian, and he's married to a Black woman. So he feels like, I don't know, like he can get away with a lot of stuff just because he keeps saying like, oh, but I'm married to a Black woman. So I don't know.
I think that's the truth though. I think as Black people, I think it's just with any culture, like when I do shows and if I do Hispanic jokes or whatever, as soon as I get to the part about my wife being Mexican, Hispanic people relax and they're like, "Oh, he knows us." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that's
it's not so much an insult. You're just with us.
And I think that's what Black people do too. You know what I'm saying? Is if you can relate to the culture, we ease up a little more. You know what I'm saying? And I think, but as a comic, that makes it easy for white dudes and Black ones. You know what I'm saying? As soon as they can relate to Black people are like, "Go ahead, white boy, do your thing." You know what I'm saying?
But I do want to address the one thing you asked, like what makes us better, the positive. It's just the way he was raised and the way he treats me. I got to see a whole different side, and that feels so good.
Okay. So this has been a really good episode. You want to let the people know how they can find you, how they can look you up?
I'm on Twitter only. Blair Thompson 11, hit me up. I got an album on iTunes. Blair Thompson Straight to the Pros.
That's another day.
And then, that's it.
iTunes and Spotify. Check out his album.
Yeah, it's everywhere. Anywhere you think of, title, whatever you got, it's on there.
What's it called again?
It's called Straight to the Pros.
Straight to the
Blair
Pros.
Thompson Straight to the Pros.
Why'd you call it Straight to the Pros?
Because I'm LeBron James' stepdaddy, so I went straight to the pros.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
There you have it.
You know what I mean?
All right. And you got anything coming up?
No.
Oh, my bad.
No, stuff is in the works. I work with Silence People. Be on the lookout.
A lot of big things coming. Leave Them Laughing Comedy Jam this Friday. Make sure y'all come check that out. Signing out. He said, she said. God bless you.